And welcome back. Today we're going to be doing buta kimchi, or pork kimchi. You can find this dish in izakayas. Some people cook it at home, and the good thing about cooking it at home is it takes very few ingredients, so anyone can do it. So let's get started with buta kimchi.
For buta kimchi, you're going to need 200 grams of kimchi, 350 grams of sliced pork trimmings, half a carrot, half an onion, 100 grams of bean sprouts, and about 300 grams of cabbage. Our main ingredient today is kimchi, and if you've never cooked with this before, it's just Korean fermented cabbage. It's pretty spicy, and it's going to give us most of our flavor today. So first, take 1/4 head of cabbage and take out the core like I've done, and then we're just going to chop it up. It doesn't matter how neat it is because we're going to be stir frying everything later, but just make sure it's small enough that it's going to fit into your pan or wok or whatever you're using to cook today. So I'm just going to clean up my board and we're going to move on to our other vegetables. Now let's move on to our carrot. We have half a carrot already peeled. I'm just chopping it in half so it doesn't roll around on my cutting board. And then we're just going to slice it up. Try to make sure this is even because we want all of the carrot to cook evenly. And we're just going to do the same to the other half. And put that aside. Now we have our half onion, just lop off the side and just slice it up like so. And just put that off to the side with the other vegetables that we're going to stir fry later. Now that we have all of our vegetables cut up, we're just going to put some sesame oil in a pan. We're going to crank up this heat and make sure the pan gets really hot. As I said earlier, we're going to be using sliced pork trimmings, but make sure that your pork has a lot of fat because we're going to be using this fat to stir fry our vegetables later. Let's put this in here, and then I'm just going to let it brown a little bit on one side, and then we're going to flip it over, and then it should look like this. Now let's take that pork out. Keep the fat in the pan, stir fry your vegetables in it, and sweat them down, and then eventually they'll look like this. And once they look like this, put your meat back into the pot, and we're going to stir fry that just a little bit more, move it around, and then after that, what we're going to do is put our bean sprouts on top. And the reason we're putting bean sprouts on top is because if we put them in the beginning, they'll get too mushy, and that's no good. We want some texture. So finally, we're going to add our key ingredient, which is our kimchi. You can add more or less depending on how spicy you like this. I like mine rather spicy, so that's why I put about 200 grams in here this time. And just mix that around. Should take no time. And then our last ingredient today is none other than MSG. You can put this on as much or as little as you want, but it does enhance the flavor, so have fun with the MSG. And this is buta kimchi, or pork kimchi. Enjoy.
Alright, so now you've made your buta kimchi, so how do you eat it? And you can eat it by itself, just like this, or you can have it with rice, or any way you want to. But let's just give it a try. Good. A little spicy, not too spicy. Enjoy cooking, and see you next time.
And thanks for joining again. Today we did pork kimchi or buta kimchi. And if you like this recipe, please check out the other ones. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks a lot. See you next time.